What's up, family? We have some breaking news to share with you today. Now, this news broke yesterday evening, and the former president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, has been indicted. This information has been playing over the last couple of weeks or so, and even heard last week when Mr. Trump tweeted and said that he expects to be arrested last Tuesday. Well, that didn't necessarily happen as he thought it would, but the plans were probably disrupted as the American people was expecting this to actually happen. And now on this past Thursday, that notion came to fruition. This is a huge decision that was made by the Manhattan District Attorney in the case to indict a former sitting president. And this could literally go either direction. Now, before we get started, you already know what to do. Be so kind and hit the like button for us. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. Now let's jump into the video. Yes, guys, you heard it first. The former president, Donald Trump, has been indicted, and he is expected to surrender sometime next week, probably Tuesday, considering that was the initial expectations that we were expecting him to be arrested last Tuesday. But here we are, guys, just a week later, so it could happen sometime next week. But anyways, guys, this is unprecedented. A former president of the United States has been indicted. The world is watching us, guys. The world is watching. And yes, guys, Trump ended up lashing out about this particular indictment. And he says that, look, I am completely innocent. Yes, the former president, Donald Trump, lashed out on Thursday evening after he was indicted in the alleged hush money scheme, maintaining his innocence and accusing the Democrats and the law enforcement officials of weaponizing our justice system to punish a political opponent. Now, this is a political prosecution and election interference at the highest level in history, according to the former president. From the time I came down the golden escalator at the Trump Tower, and even before I was sworn in as your president of the United States, the radical left Democrats, the enemy of the hardworking men and women of this country, have been engaged in a witch hunt to destroy the Make America Great movement. So yes, guys, this is partial of the statement directly from the former president Donald Trump and how he feels about this news in regards to this indictment. And he also went a little bit further, guys. He said that the Democrats have lied, they have cheated, and they have stolen in their obsession with trying to get Trump. But now they've done the unthinkable, indicting a completely innocent person in an act of blatant election interference, according to Donald Trump. So anyways, guys, this is breaking news, guys. This is pretty much hitting all over the world, and a lot of people have a lot to say. A lot of people have been commenting about this information, and one particular person that we did hear from was his former right-hand man, the Vice President Pence, in which he calls this particular indictment an outrage. Yes, the former Vice President, Mike Pence, on Thursday called the Manhattan grand jury's decision to indict a former President Trump an outrage, and declined to say if Trump should drop out of the 2024 presidential race if he is convicted. Now, the unprecedented indictment of a former president of the United States on a campaign finance issues is outrageous, according to Mike Pence. And it appears to millions of Americans that this is nothing more than a political prosecution that's driven by a prosecutor who literally ran for office on a pledge to indict the former president, Donald Trump. So yes, guys, that is a statement coming directly from the Vice President Mike Pence, which is rather shocking considering that Trump ended up calling on the particular riot on Capitol Hill, and these individuals were calling to hang Mike Pence. But anyways, guys, Pence is not necessarily letting that affect him and how he feels and his morals that he has. So I definitely can't commend Mike Pence directly for that. So kudos to him. But he believes that this is an outrage, guys. And I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that this is an outrage, or do you think that we need to get all of the information in regards to this indictment and whether or not he is actually guilty or not, and if it deserves to be indicted, considering that you are a former president of the United States? Now, again, like I said, a lot of people have had a lot to say about this, and pretty much everyone is saying that this is crazy to be indicted over some finance rules or whatever. Yes, he did break the law, but this is rather small in comparison to some other things that other people have done in this country. So again, guys, a lot of people are upset because this is pretty much like a small infraction, and Trump does not deserve this particular treatment. However, one thing that they are not saying in regards to the media and things like that, they are not talking about this particular issue in regards to the hush money that was paid to the porn star. They don't necessarily talk about the issue that this particular indictment is in regards to 34 different charges. Yes, as you can see right here, the former president Donald Trump may be facing 34 counts. And the House Speaker McCarthy says that the House will hold the district attorney accountable for his abuse of power. So again, guys, like I said, a lot of people are talking about this particular paying of hush money using some campaign finance money does not deserve the issue of indicting a former president. However, like I said, this indictment is actually in regards to 34 different charges. Now, again, we don't have this information in front of us as of yet, but we only know of one of those particular things, which I believe that the hush money issue ended up bringing up all of the other issues that particularly he is alleged of doing. 34 counts, guys, that is a lot. I mean, we are not talking about 2 or 3 or 5. We are talking about 34 different charges against the former president, and that is exactly why he has been indicted. Now, again, we probably won't know what these particular 34 charges are until they go to court, or even next week. Maybe the district attorney will release this information, but so far, everyone is keeping on the hush in regards to this information. And speaking of that, guys, even Michael Cohen ended up showing up on CNN yesterday, and he talked about the whole situation in about a 9-minute interview, and he didn't necessarily give more information on the 34 charges as well. He pretty much kept his mouth closed for the most part, but anyways, guys, it sounds like he is trying to get revenge, in which he actually wrote a book that was called Revenge. Now, me myself, I would only assume that, considering my former boss, the one that I looked up to, the one that I idolized, and I protected with all of my heart and used my own money for me and my family to protect, and he didn't do anything and I ended up going to jail, I would probably be seeking revenge as well. Wouldn't you guys? I mean, let me know down below in the comment section. But anyways, guys, we did hear directly from Michael Cohen. And just to give you a little bit of feedback from before Michael Cohen went to prison in regards to the same issue, we have right here, guys. This particular article came out in February of 2019, and it talked about some of the evidence that Michael Cohen presented to Congress in regards to the hush money and the payments that was coming from the former president Donald Trump. And so the key point right there, guys, is that he showed evidence. Now, again, as of yesterday, Michael Cohen showed up on CNN and he was talking about the issues in regards to Donald Trump and the things that he was facing in regards to these 34 charges. But he also talked about the documents and the evidence that he was able to provide all of that information directly to the district attorney, the grand jury, and all of those individuals that are investigating this particular case against Donald Trump. So, again, this is pretty crucial, guys. I mean, it's one thing to say that one person did something, but when you have evidence, hard evidence, physical evidence, that pretty much stands up very well when you go through court. So we did hear from Michael Cohen, in which he told us that on CNN that he has had about 22 investigation meetings directly with the district attorneys and all of those individuals that are investigating this whole issue surrounding Trump in regards to the hush money, finance charges, campaign money, and all of that. He's met with them 22 times, and he has given them all of the evidence, all of the documents that are supporting his particular case against his former boss, Donald J. Trump. So again, guys, I think that really is going to make the difference, because if they have evidence, it's going to be hard trying to steer around that information once it's time to go to court. So anyways, guys, yes, that is exactly what we heard from Michael Cohen. And then also on CNN, they ended up asking, how do you think Donald Trump is feeling right now, according to last night, after this particular news had broken that he was going to be be indicted. The former president of the United States is going to be indicted. And this is exactly what Michael Cohen had to say, how Donald Trump is feeling last night. Check it out.
On that personal note, Michael, obviously you know or knew Donald Trump very well, worked with them very closely for many years. What's he doing tonight behind the scenes? How is he handling something like this tonight?
He's seething. And to the world, he wants to again appear to have this thick skin. He's not thick-skinned. Right? I think we've also saw that during the, the correspondence dinner. He is not thick-skinned. He's actually very thin-skinned, and he has a very fragile ego. This is his biggest fear, that he will be mugshotted, and that he's going to now have an F, a felony, next to his name. These are not things that Donald Trump ever thought in his entire life, nor I, for that matter, that he would ever be confronted with. He's seething right now because of all of the mistakes that so many people that were around him have made, from Jared all the way to Steve Bannon, Steve Miller, to this whole clown car of constituents that paraded around him. He's seething because all the advice that they gave now landed him here.
So yes, guys, as you can see, Michael Cohen said that he is seething. Now, I have to be honest, I didn't know what that word meant, so I went ahead and Googled it, and here's exactly what that means, guys. It says that filled with or characterized by intense but unexpressed anger. His seething resentment finally reached a boiling point of a crowd moving in a rapid or hectic way, the seething mass of commuters. So again, guys, that is what Michael Cohen said that Donald Trump is actually doing last night, as all of this information was breaking all over the news media. And what other person would actually know exactly how the former president is feeling? Because Michael Cohen, guys, you know that he was the fixer for Donald Trump for many, many years, and he has been with Donald Trump since, I believe, 2007. So he really knows him a lot, and that is exactly what Michael Cohen had to say in regards to how Donald Trump is feeling at this particular time. So anyways, guys, hey, this is breaking news. We're just going to have to see how all of this plays out, guys. I'm sure we will get more information over the weekend, as well as leading into next week, when Donald Trump is expected to be in Manhattan, New York, in regards to turning himself in on Tuesday. This is going to be very interesting, guys. But let me know your comments down below. I want to see how you feel about this indictment, whether you believe it should have happened or if you think that there should have been another way. I'm totally torn myself in regards to this. I believe that no one is above the law. However, he is a former president. So anyways, let me know how you feel about this. Comment down below in the comment section. I will check it out when I get a chance. But anyways, guys, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below in the description. There are a few ways for you to be able to support this channel, as well as some opportunities for you to receive things like 17 free stocks from Moomoo, or you can also receive 12 free stocks from Webull after depositing anything more than 1 penny. But just go ahead and make a deposit of $1, okay? But anyways, if you are interested, check out the links down below. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.